Hello everyone, George here, and we're back with Five Nights at Freddy's implemented inside of Unity with the HTC Vive, and right now we need to finish up our, the bathroom area. There are a few problems. One is the fact that our UVs aren't done, which we're going to have to go inside of and mess with and play around with. You can see right here and on the other area there. That should be pretty easy to fix up though. The other problem is if we take a look at our reference material. So here we go, here's a reference image. We can see we need a place for our plates for the bathroom. We also need to put a border around the door frame, and the pizza frame, the pizzas themselves have a brown crust, which is currently not represented in our version of this, and we got to fix that as well. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So coming over into Photoshop really quick, let's fix the pizza crust first. So this is the old UV stuff that we have, and there's a big issue right now with how the UVs are laid out. So let's go ahead and look at our UVs. What we can see here is the edge of the pizza, and if we go to the edge mode and grab it, you'll notice that is this edge right here. We want the brown of the pizza crust to go all the way till this edge right here, all the way around. So bringing that in, we can see where exactly that is, and that's somewhere right here. So our UVs are way disproportionate. So what I'm going to do now is start grabbing these things, double clicking them, and just pushing them outwards towards the crust area to begin with, because really it shouldn't be sampling all that cheese anyway. So let's grab these innermost quantities. There we go, all of them, and push these out as well. We can see them really distorting heavily. And let's go ahead and give them a little bit more room to grow, or sample I should say, and increase this area as well, and we can kind of see what's going on right there now. And let's grab them, move these out as well. And that entire outer ring is where we want things to be kind of brown. I'm going to grab these now and start squashing them together just a little bit, because I do want there not to be too much separation between each one of these, although there needs to be some between these two. So let's grab you and you and you and push you in, and then grab all of you, hopefully. And let's see, you, and you, and push all of that outwards as well. So now we have a definite boundary for where things are going to be with the crust. Let's go ahead and do a F8 to make sure we have the object itself, image, UV snapshot, browse, and push this out to the UV pizza PNG. Hit OK, override it, go to Photoshop now, and open that up. So File, Open, and let's go to FNAF, and let's see, Maya, Images, and Pizza. Alright, so let's just bring in the new UVW map right here, and go over to Stroke, and make sure we can actually see what's going on here. And there we are, no problems there yet. Let's see, what else do we want to do? We want to make all the outside areas brown, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab Circle tool, let's go to Ellipse, somewhere about the center, pull it out to around there, Control-Shift-I to invert our selection. Let's go ahead and make a new layer now, and let's put this on the pizza itself, I guess. That's that right there. And we're going to make this masked by that. And actually, you know what? Let's just do this. So we're masking the layer so it only affects the outside part of it. Let's go to, I don't know, brown, something like that. Shift F5, enter, and let's use an overlay of, I don't know, hue or saturation or something. See what we can get away with. Probably not these. This is a bit much. Maybe something a little bit lighter. And we might want to go to Filter and, I don't know, Distort. Maybe let's go to the Filter Gallery first and mess that border up a bit. Okay, that's better. And of course we don't want it to impact these other areas, so we're going to want, let's just make sure it won't by grabbing this and getting rid of any areas outside these that I might be touching. Alright, so turning off the UVs really quick, there's our border. Let's go to File, Save As, PNG, FNAF, Textures, and Pizza. Yes. Okay. Jumping back over to Maya. Let's see if we get an update. There we go. Oh, we got some problems too on the sides of this. Check that out right there. So that'll have to be fixed. So grab this pizza. Ah, I see the problem. So only this one's UVs got adjusted. Of course, I'm not very smart right now. So let's duplicate this object and move it up there someplace. Scale it up and just rotate it somewhere. There we are. And right there, scale that down and delete the old one. Alright, great. So now we need to fix these smaller pieces of pizza and then the doors. Let's go ahead and turn off the UVWs and save this out, and this should fix our problems. File, save as, let's go to pizza. Yes, okay, and check out Maya. And there we go. Looks like most of the pizza's fixed. Now we're going to have to fix these quads of pizza. And do we have anything? It looks like it's just the quads. So we can take this piece here and make that work. Let's see. Which section do I want to use? Has this been rotated? It has. So let's do a 0 on that and see the best place to go. I think it's going to be these ones right here. So let's select the inverse of that, delete it out, just like before, and then grab these and grow, delete, and let's do the same thing for this, delete that, but let's grab these, grow it out, shift right click and do duplicate face, and we're just going to do world mode, I guess, and move it somewhere over there. There we are. And combine that back in. Actually, before we do that, let's duplicate it again. D and V that to the center point there and move it somewhere over here. There we are. Now we can grab these elements, merge them together, and we should be good there. Now I'm just going to need to cap this whole thing off. Move that on down to the bottom. Great. And let's see here. We'll fix this. How do you want to fix this? Easiest way is for me to insert edge loops here and then connect them up over there. So let's do that. Insert edge loop tool. Let's add one somewhere there, I guess, and move that to there. Let's go ahead and bridge these. There we are. And now I'm just going to kind of cheat this a little bit. And let's do fill hole. I'm just going to let it triangulate that for me. Same thing here, bridge, and then grab this and fill hole. And now we can grab each side and do a planar mapping on that. Grab, there's that, UVs, planar. Let's do best, hit apply. There we are. Let's do that for the top as well. Hit apply, close, and now let's manipulate them. Let's go to Window, Modeling, UV Editor. And let's fix this. Let's go to Shell and grab the shell on top. And let's see, let's rotate this 90 degrees. Let's see, D and V to there, grab both shells. move them in here. And I want to get that crust where it's supposed to be, so we'll scale this. Let's do scale tool, D and V to there, and then scale down until we get something appropriate. Let's move this over here, X, and you know what? That's almost proper. Scale this somewhere around there. Okay, that works. F8, save, and now we've got a piece of pizza that actually works. F8 again, great. And let's start duplicating this and moving it around. So we need just you, please. Edit, delete by type, history, save, Control D, W, rotate, move it, and scale it on up. Something like that. And Control D, we're just going to put these up on the wall, just like last time, just like before. Save. Okay, so our pizza's fixed. Great. Now let's get on to our walls and fix the UVs on those. This is the boring stuff. So fast forward if you don't want to watch. Let's go ahead and grab all of these and do a UV planar. We're going to come straight at it from the Z-axis. Bounding box apply. There we are. Since everything is already aligned, there won't be any problems. That's not what I want to do. Frame up. That is what I want to do. Now we're going to do the same thing for this stuff. Here, 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 and here. But we need something to make sure the top gets properly dealt with. I'm going to go ahead and grab this element here. Now I've got the height properly laid out. And let's do same thing. Apply Z-axis. That one's, we're going to fix that after. I should have grabbed this one at the same time, but it doesn't matter. We'll fix it later. And we'll grab you again, apply, there we are. So there's those two sides. Now we need to do this, which is the Y-axis, which is going to need to be dealt with later. We'll do the same thing here really quick. And let's do that to this. So you, and you, come along. And this right there. So hit apply, whoops, wrong direction, Z-axis, apply, and grab this stuff as well. You, and you, and you. Grab you, and hit apply, and we're good there. We're going to have to stretch this out, obviously, or that is change the tiling or where it starts on the UVs to make it work properly, but once again, it's not a problem. Coming in here, now we can do the same thing we just did out there. And we can use this, and all of this to do it. Apply, and the same thing for over here. You, both of you, all of you, please. Come on, there we go. And you, apply, close. Okay, and let's grab, let's see. Let's grab this whole thing. Apply. Good. Squares look very square. It's all good. Grabbing this, these elements here, and these, and those, and the ones at the bottom. And we're going to grab these and these as well. From the top, hit G, and we got the same thing again. Now we just got to do this side over here. You, well actually, when I'm doing that I have to be kind of careful. You, and you. And I can come over here. Let's just make sure I don't have anything over there. And now I can grab all of this stuff. So you, all of you, and you. And let's do UVs, planar, and the Z-axis. Hit apply. There we go. Two sides all done. And now the back ends. Did we do the back sides? No, we didn't do over here either. Okay. No problem. Let's grab all of this. And this we're going to have to be careful on. There we are. Same thing over here. Be careful to select the right parts. Good. UVs, planar, and X. Apply. Good. Okay. Jumping over here, let's do the entire back side of this as well. You, and you. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Top and bottom, and that. UVs, planar. Great. Save. And this is bothering me. So let's jump into here, go to UVs, actually window, modeling, UV editor. Let's go to shell mode and adjust these shells. So right click, let's see, UVs, shell mode, grab this shell, and let's slide this somewhere that looks good. Probably there. Now, I guess we can get away with that. I guess the tile could have been cut right there. Let's grab this as well, move it to be black. Let's move this one to be white. Grab this one to be black. There we are. Much better. We got something going on here. So let's grab this entire shell. And now that we have that, tweak it. Looks like it's going to be half one way, half the other. Well, I'd rather have it like that, I think. Do we have that issue over here? No. Okay. So with that, all we need to do now are the ceilings. So that's an entire UV section right there. So that's probably going to be two different sections. Probably cut it in half and let's do face mode. Start grabbing the tops. That's a section right there. So let's do UVs, planar, Y direction, apply, close, and let's see if we can't make this work. Rotate this 90 degrees, I'd say, and put it up here someplace. And just have it sample. I could make an entire texture just dedicated to the ceiling, but for right now we're just going to sample a portion of what's already there. So that's that area. Got the bottom on that one. Whoops. Get rid of you. Grab just you. Let's grab all of you. Get rid of you. Not what I wanted. There we go. And let's do the same thing again. UVs, planar, rotate 90, move it on up, scale it on down, just get it in that space, somewhere in that space, and flip it. We need to flip it so at least the stain kind of continues properly. Something. Somewhere. We'll fix this later. I'm probably going to end up making a separate texture just for the ceiling when we get to it later on, but for right now this is fine. Actually, is that... do I have a separate texture? I don't know. I'll have to look. Okay, rotate 90 degrees. Not 180, 90. Scale on down, move on up, scale on down, move on up, and put it somewhere like that. Okay. Yeah, you can see the seams pretty much dominate right there and there. They're pretty bad. So we will need to fix them. And we are going to have to create a generic roof texture eventually. But not just yet. Okay, so let's fix this one. So that's going to be a face. That's going to be this. Let's just do... Let's see. Probably needed to do that at the same time as all of this was being done. So let's go to UVs, planar, and X, apply, close, and there we go. Might get a little bit of a seam there. Yeah, a little bit right there. Something we can try to clean up later on if we want to. Okay, so that's all that stuff. We need the border around the door next, and the border is going to be just like this one. And actually there's some problems with this border, aren't there? See how it kind of pulls in right there? So we actually need to do this and V-snap this stuff out. This will save us some pain later on that we'll probably end up going through. So let's move that out. So that was that side, but now this one looks like it's too far out compared to the other side. So let's take a look. See how this one's sunken in? So we got a little bit of an issue. So move that out there, move this up there. That's good. And we probably have the same issue happening right here, and we do. Look at that. Okay, edge and out, and then pull this one out as well. It looks like it's only going to impact those areas. It's not going to impact anything else. So I don't need to really care probably too much about this. Save. We have the same problem right here. See how it comes in? Because that's the extrusion that we did a couple videos back that's causing that issue. So move that out, and now we've got it flat, and it's going to happen again probably in this corner. Yes, it is. So let's fix that really fast. Edge out and over. Whoops. We want this to be that far over. Save. F8. Come over here, grab the faces on these, and we want these to be red. And more importantly, we also need the UV set up for these, so grab all of these parts. Is that it for that? Looks like it is. Okay. Those ones are all set up properly, so it's just, it looks like I missed it when I was doing everything. So, well, let's just do UVs, and should we just do a couple ways of doing this one? Let's just go to UVs, planar, and we're coming at this from the Z axis. Apply, close, and scale down. And just stick it in there. Good enough. We don't need this picture perfect. Great. Okay. So that's that area. We just need the borders now. So now we need the borders on the doors, and we also need the male and female restroom or gender signs. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. So let's find a large enough image. Go to Tools, Size, Large. And these ones are all proprietary stuff. Clip Art Best, that's a good one. View Image, that's a very good one. Let's copy that. Control N, Control V. And we are going to take this and modify it. So let's get rid of this center part right there. And let's take the center of this itself, grab you, and move you to the center. There we are. So let's grab this, Control C, Control V, and grab this one, Control C, Control V. Get rid of that layer. Actually, keep this layer. Let's just delete the center part of it. There we are. Grab her and move it to the center. Grab him and move it to the center. Good. And not quite center. It's not perfect. These arms look like they're a little bit off. But anyway, there's our two symbols. That actually looks pretty close to what the reference material shows. Looks like we got a double-edged border. It's a square, and then we have a stroke on the outside that's white, and then the black border. So to do that, first, let's make both of these larger first. So we'll grab both of these. Whoops. Let's grab both of them. Don't apply, and make them bigger. Of course, it's not going to be centered, is it? Because that would be too easy. So let's just scale it up. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's apply, let's make this right. So get rid of you, come here, let's go to filter, select, or select color range, grab you, grab the color, okay, mask it, invert it, go to do the same thing for the male, select color range, this one, that one, mask it, Control I again. Now we've got the male and female symbols masked properly, that's good. And we can start scaling things up. So let's center them both with respect to the origin. That one is there. This one is so not centered, so let's do a apply. Let's see, let's apply the mask. Apply layer mask, apply layer mask. There we are, better. Grab both, scale them all up, somewhere probably around there. Grab this outer area, get rid of them, bring that in here, select, color range, let's do black. Grab it, mask it, and let's increase the size of that as well to almost the size of this. We can see it's not centered. Somewhere right there, hit apply, double click it, go to stroke, choose the color white. Let's do on the outside and keep it kind of small, but there is no inner stroke. So we're going to want to colorize the inside of this white. So we're going to grab all of this. Well, it won't matter, will it? Because it's going to look white anyway. So we'll grab both of these and that's what we have. So that's good and that's good enough. So let's go to, oh, the outside, this perimeter should be black, shouldn't it? So let's grab a rectangular region from here to here. Control Shift I to invert it. Make that black on the outside so we have our border. Control D. It's also rectangular in the reference imagery as opposed to square. So we're going to want to grab this thing then and probably squash it inwards. Something like that. Not perfect, but good enough. Apply. And we could probably get away with sticking these in one texture if we wanted to, but we'll just make separate lower res textures for both. No reason not to. Grab all of this and all of this now and make that black. Shift F5, enter, Control D, there we are. Adding both of them in is good. File, save as, let's go to Photoshop and call this bathroom gender signs. And save these on out. PNG, FNAF, thumbnails, not thumbnails, textures, bathroom gender signs, female, right? Yep. Save, okay, and male. And these are way too big. We'll resize them shortly. Save as PNG. Male. Great. File, open, grab both of those textures now and resize them. Image size, and this, instead of being 2500 by 2500, let's do 512 by 512. Even that's probably too large. Image size, 512 by 512. Enter. Save and save. Okay, this video is getting long. In the next video, we'll apply these signs and we'll finish the borders on the door, and that should be it for our bathroom. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you liked it, give it a like. If you don't like it, dislike it and give me a comment as to why. And if you want to see more content like this, always remember to subscribe. I will see you all next time. Have a great night. So long. Bye.